Hey, what's up, travel friends? This is Matt at Coastal Compass, and today we are at Beaches Negril in Negril, Jamaica. And I'm going to be giving you a full tour of the entire resort, and we'll look at everything that they have to offer. We're going to go through the restaurants, the accommodations, the childcare, and everything there is for you and your family to enjoy. If you like what you see and you want help booking, please use the Contact Us link in the show notes, and I'll reach out and help you curate the perfect vacation. If you want to book yourself, there's also an affiliate link there in the show notes as well. So please use that. That really helps me out when you do it. All right, let's get into it and dive in to see Beaches Negril. So right now I'm sitting here in the check-in lobby, and before we dive into everything this resort has to offer, I want to discuss two things, and that's arrival and then all the different shops and places you need to know to get familiar with this resort so that you can have the best stay. So let's start with arrival. Transportation and a Sandals Beaches Lounge are included with your stay. So when you arrive, you'll go to the lobby, and if you are in a luxury room, you'll check in right there. If you're in any of the higher tiers, you'll go to the concierge lounge. And if you're curious about the differences between the three tiers, then you can check out our video for beaches. What are the differences between those tiers? Some of the things you need to get familiar with around the front of the resort are going to be the gift shop. This is where you can pick up Sandals souvenirs and clothes and memorabilia. They also have a small general store section that you can check out in case you left anything at home. I've found this super helpful because every once in a while we run out of sunscreen, and you've got to have it here. Also near the front is the Island Routes desk. Island Routes is the official partner for excursions with Beaches and Sandals Resorts. So if you book an excursion through them, which I recommend doing, you're going to go to this Island Routes desk. Now they're going to handle that for you, and if you haven't booked anything when you got here, you can go to that desk and talk to them, and they'll make the best recommendations for you. Now, one of the most iconic things in Negril, if you're looking for an excursion that's nearby that we wouldn't have at home, is Rick's Cafe. That's a great restaurant you can go to that's in Negril. It's on the coast, and then they have cliff diving you can either watch or take part in. Another thing you'll want to be familiar with is the concierge lounge, which is right around the corner. If you're in a concierge level suite or a butler suite, you'll be checking in there, and then you can go in. They have a children's area where they can play while you check in and plan during your stay. One other thing that you'll find in the check-in lobby area is going to be the culinary desk. So if you don't have a concierge or butler to make your dining reservations, you can go to the culinary desk at any time and get a reservation for one of the restaurants that requires that for you. Then last is the Epix Photo Shop. So as you're staying on the resort, you're going to see photographers scattered all across the property, taking photos and memorable moments. You can also schedule a family photo shoot for a specific time that you want. At the end of your stay, you can go to the photo shop and sort through all the pictures that were taken and assigned to your room and buy whichever ones you want to take home. Now that we've looked at all this, I want to move on to accommodations because I'm sure you're curious about the places that you can stay on this resort. Now, these rooms are divided up into 3 different villages, and each of those villages have separate buildings of their own. So we're going to start on one side of the resort and then move across. On the far side of the resort is the Calypso Cove village, which has the Montpellier buildings there. Now, these buildings are going to have a shared mix of luxury rooms, concierge rooms, and butler suites. One thing that makes this part of the resort stand out is that they have the Eventide suites, which hold from 12 up to 18 people and have 3 to 4 bedrooms. We actually have a full tour of one of those suites for you, so if you want to check that out, you can go to our YouTube channel and look. Further down, you find the Reggaeville Village, which has the Savannah buildings. Now, these are going to be located next to the playground and the water park. And one thing that makes these stand out is the second and third floors have walkout balconies, while the lower floors have walkout areas, and they even have a key card entry so you can lock the door and re-enter from the front or the back. The third and final village on this resort is going to be the Island Village. And now there's two parts to this village. On one side, you have buildings just like the other two villages, and you're going to have a range of rooms from luxury to concierge to butler level rooms. But what I really want to draw your attention to is the other part of the village, and that is the Fire Sky Villas. And when it comes to beaches, I'm just telling you, I think these are the cream of the crop in terms of accommodations. These rooms are going to be 3 stories. They have 4 bedrooms, several bathrooms. They come with a washer and dryer for your family during the week in case that's something you need, a living area, a dining area, and a stocked kitchen. I actually have a full tour video of one of these villas, so if you want to check that out, that's an upcoming video on our YouTube channel. You can click through and find it right there. So now that we've looked at accommodations, I want to look at something else that I know is important to you, and that is restaurants. Where are all the places you can drink and dine? So we're going to start at the Fire Sky Villas, where we ended with accommodations, and move from that side across the resort and hit every restaurant. Before we get into the restaurants, I do want to share an important note, and that is on dietary restrictions like gluten-free and dairy-free and other things. So I've learned that at Beaches, they go to the next level to make sure that your safety is of utmost importance. So if you have some dietary restrictions for you or anyone in your family, you can let them know ahead of time, and one of their main chefs will meet with you when you arrive at the resort in the lobby to go over any restrictions that you need so that they can meet those wherever you're going to dine. You'll also find when you're dining at the resorts, a lot of the different waiters and waitresses will ask you if you have any dietary restrictions, and they always do at the beginning of every meal. They're really good about it, and then they find you something that suits your needs. I also found they had gluten-free pizza, gluten-free snacks, and even a dairy-free option at the yogurt shop. So first up is the Jerk Shack. Jerk Shack is a lunchtime restaurant only. It sits out on the beach, has a great view of the ocean, so you could actually eat here while your kids go out and swim. It's honestly one of my favorite Sandals and Beaches restaurants. They have that at several resorts, and there's a reason, because it's so good. So if you are dining here, I hope that you try the jerk chicken and the festival, which is really good bread. It kind of tastes like a corny dog without the hot dog in it, but just trust me, it's really good. We're now at the Piazza, which is located right behind the Pirates Island water park. And you actually have 4 different restaurants here, along with a pool and a swim-up bar. So if you're coming in from the beach and want to rest and eat, but the kids still want to swim, this also might be a good spot to grab a bite to eat. They'll have music playing a lot during the afternoon. So it's a lively, fun atmosphere for everybody. Now let's look at these different restaurants. Mariachi is going to be a Mexican restaurant that is open for lunch and dinner. So they'll have things like tacos and quesadillas and the traditional things that you love from that staple. Going around, you'll find barbecue, which is more of a hamburgers and hot dogs, and it's a lunch-only menu. And then you can also get a Jamaican patty, which, by the way, if you've been to Jamaica and you haven't tried a patty, look it up, and next time you're here, you have to get one. As we continue to go around, you're going to have kimonos, which is the Japanese hibachi house. You can go and sit around a traditional hibachi grill, and your kids and you will both be entertained as they create your food. This is a dinner-only restaurant, and reservations are required, so if you plan on coming, you're going to want to grab that in advance. And then as we continue to go around last, you have Yo-Yo's, which is the froyo place. And I'll be honest, I came in here and was blown away. I've had froyo before. It's not my favorite thing, but it was really good, especially on a hot day. So this is the place to check that out. They even have some non-dairy options if your kid needs to be dairy-free, or if you do. And one of the coolest things I saw while we were here was they have these green spoons that actually turn blue when you eat the frozen yogurt. So it's a fun little surprise for your kids to figure out as they're eating. Next up, a little bit further down, you're going to find Soy, which is the sushi restaurant on the resort. Now, one thing I really liked about Soy is that you could eat inside or outside, and the outside looked like these beautiful Japanese gardens, which I'm sitting in right now. We're actually ducked into one from some rain, and it was a really relaxing spot just to chill and watch the rain until it went away. I'm not personally a sushi fan, but so many people I know are, and everybody who goes to Soy raves about their sushi. The next spot we're going to check out is Café de Paris, and this is a spot that you actually see on some Sandals resorts as well. This is the coffee and latte shop, similar to a Starbucks. I think they make it better though, and I would recommend if you come here, you try the Jamaican with the Jamaican rum cream in it. They also have pastries, and my favorite is the crepes. The Mill is the buffet restaurant. It's a staple of Beaches Negril, and it's right across the main pool from Café de Paris. Now they have a buffet here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but with lunch and dinner, they do change the theme every day. So you're gonna get a little bit of something different every time you come, but you can get whatever you want at the buffet, and that's what makes this a great choice if you're coming here with your family and with kids, because we all have picky eaters, and we all have those meals where you gotta find something specific for every single person, and this is a great option for that. Next door is Yaku. This is the Peruvian restaurant, and it's right next door to the Mill, but upstairs. I was actually told by the manager this is her favorite restaurant on the property. So if you want a recommendation, again, I'm not the best with pronunciation, but I am gonna go for it. The Lomo Saltado, which is Peruvian beef stir fry with soy sauce, and they've got Jamaican white rum that they use to make it. And I've heard that it is just an amazing meal. Just a little bit further, you're going to find 3 quick service restaurants that you can grab a bite with if you're between the main pool and the beach. They're sandwiched right there. So first up is Dino's, which is the wood-fired pizza, and we all love wood-fired pizza. They do have some gluten-free options, I'm told, from time to time. And my favorite here is the Jamaican jerk chicken pizza. My wife and I had it our first time at a Sandals or Beaches Resort, and we came back so many times the rest of the week just for that pizza because it was amazing. Next is Chicken Dippers, and the name says it all. It's chicken strips, fried chicken sandwiches, all of the above. So you can also get some seasoned fries, and if you love fries with that seasoning on it, then that's for you. It's a great, easy lunch treat, and so many kids just love an easy plate of chicken, so that's an easy win for you. And then last, there is a Green Machine food truck, and this is where you're gonna find some salads and things like that if you're looking for a more healthy option. So they do have a healthy option for you by the beach. Around the corner is Stella, which is the Italian restaurant on the property, and it has amazing view on the ocean because it sits right on the beach. Now, for breakfast, they have an a la carte menu with more variety of items, but for dinner, it's your traditional Italian restaurant. They do have a kids menu that's a part of it. My recommendation would be the chicken parm because I just love chicken parm anywhere I go, but it was really good here. Let's take a few minutes now and pivot to talking about the Red Lane Fitness Center and the Red Lane Spa. These are normally something that we would assume are mostly for adults, and the fitness center probably fits that more for teens and adults. They do have 2 areas of the fitness center. Now, one of them that you're seeing right now was open. The other one they are refurbishing and about to open as of 2025. So if you're really into your fitness and you want to sneak a workout in while you're on vacation, you do have access to these spots. Moving a little bit further down towards the front, you have the Red Lane Spa. Now let's talk about what is included and what is not included. And what's included in the price of your stay is really just the sauna. They have a sauna. Now Sandals usually has a plunge pool and a steam room. This location does not, so they only have the sauna for free. But for paid services, you can get couples massages, singles massages, pedicures, manicures. For brides, if they're having a wedding here, they'll even have bride makeovers with makeup and everything. Now, the spa has actually added some things for kids because this is a family resort. So you're gonna find mani-pedis or things like Mommy and Me or Daddy and Dude packages. So you can check that out on the website or the app before you come and plan it. So now let's pivot and talk about kids camp and childcare, because I know that this is something that's important to all you parents out there. That's pretty much part of why you are booking at a beaches resort, right? So I'm standing here, we actually caught some rain and we're on the side of the kids center, but the kids center is for newborns up to 10 years old. They go from 9 a.m. to 8:50 p.m. and take a break from 5 to 6 p.m. On Thursdays, things are a little bit more wild at the resort. They have some programs that go on across the beach, and they have a carnival parade. So they close at 2:50 p.m. and reopen at 6:30. Now, those aren't the only hours. If you want extended care later into the night, you can pay $25 an hour for a nanny, and they'll watch up to 3 kids per room with that $25 charge. Now, they don't have to stay in the room. They can stay in the room. They can take them around the resort. They can take them to a show or take them to eat. So your kid will be taken care of and you can have a break. Some of the things you're going to be seeing in here is an indoor playground for the older kids, along with an art center and a TV room where they do programs throughout the day. Further down the room is going to be Camp Sesame, which is for newborns to 4 years old. There's a nursery for them to sleep next door. Now, some good things to know about the nannies here. They are all certified through the International Nannies Association. They're autism certified, and they're certified childhood educators, on top of being CPR certified. So you can rest assured that your kids are in good hands. One thing we need to look at before we move on is the autism program at Beaches. Now, they've expanded this program, they've expanded the training for all of their nannies, because they want to make sure that if you are a parent that has a child on the spectrum, they help you have a great vacation and meet all the needs of you and your child. Their staff members are trained to provide different levels of care based on the need, and if the need is a bit higher, you can get a one-on-one Beaches buddy for $10 an hour so that you can have a break and they can have the best time ever. Now, these beach buddies are going to be specially certified to work with your children, and you can rest at peace knowing they are in good hands. Now that we've looked at the Children's Center and Childcare, I want to talk about what is there to do that's included on the resort, because you are going to be wanting to have fun with your kids and your family. So first, we're going to look at all the dry things to do on land. I'm standing here at the Big Top, which is the theater, and they have evening shows that go on a lot during the week, so you can bring your kids here. And next door is the Big Top Bar, where you can even grab a drink as y'all sit and watch the show. In terms of land sports, they have things like basketball, beach volleyball, soccer, tennis, pickleball, and then some of the other games you're going to find, especially near the kids center, are things like mini golf, air hockey, and we've found some pool tables around the resort. You'll find card games and board games and things like that also, but for a full list, you can go to the Beaches Negril website. Another thing that my oldest son loves is the Xbox Game Lounge. Now, I know what you're thinking. You paid to come to this beautiful resort. Why would you sit and play Xbox all day? But let's face it, some of those kids do. So if they want a break and you need some quiet, that might be the perfect arrangement. You have a full Xbox Game Lounge that they can go to and play for a while. Another thing included is the Sesame Street characters. So we thought this was really cool. You'll see Sesame Street meet and greets taking place around the resort. We actually ran into some outside of Yo-Yo's and they did a little dance for us. They also have a parade that they do, and I know that there's a larger carnival show that I think takes place on Thursdays, and I believe that they're a part of that in some form or fashion. And then let's also look at Trenchtown and Liquid. Those are 2 clubs for teens and tweens that are upstairs near the lobby. So the Trenchtown is going to be for teens and tweens, and it's a lounge that they can go to and play games. Next door is Liquid at Beaches, and that's more of a nightclub. So it's open from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. for teens at night. There's actually a bouncer at the door because adults are not supposed to come in. It's just for the teens. But don't worry, they do not serve alcohol or anything like that during those hours. At 11 p.m., it switches to be for adults only until 2 a.m. in the morning, and the kids have to leave. And then that's when they bring out the liquor and some of the more fun beverages that you can enjoy. Now that we've looked at all the dry land activities, I want to take a look at all the water activities, which ranges from the pools to the water park to the beach. So we're going to start with the pools first. Beaches Negril has 3 pools. 2 of the main ones are going to be the main pool that has a swim-up bar and a volleyball court that are right near the entrance. They also have a more lively pool near the piazza that usually has bumpin' music and a swim-up bar, and it's right by all the restaurants. So if you need some downtime, but the kids still want to swim, you can take them over there, rest, and get a bite to eat. The third pool is going to be a smaller pool for kids. It's shallow, it's more of a splash pool, and it is 0 entry, and that is near the front of the resort. One of the big selling points for this resort is Pirates Island, which is the water park in the middle of the resort near Reggaeville. Pirates Island has 8 water slides, a lazy river, and a huge water playground with a bucket that dumps on them every 3 minutes. Now let's look at the beach. Now, I've been to several Sandals resorts all over Jamaica, and I've got to tell you, this one was the beach of the beaches. It sits on Jamaica's famous 7 Mile beach, so that's part of the reason why, but you can also do a lot of water sports because just the water and the waves in this area of the island are better for doing water sports. Some of the water sports available near the Aqua Center are going to be kayaks, aquacycles, windsurfing, and Hobie cats. You'll also find stand-up paddle boards, underwater glass-bottom boats, snorkeling, banana boats, water skiing, kneeboarding, wakeboarding, and scuba diving. So yes, scuba diving is actually included with your stay up to 2 times a day. You have to be certified to go scuba diving, but if you're not, you can get certified on the resort for an additional price. Okay, before we close out our tour with Beaches Negril, I do want to take a quick moment and talk about weddings because, let's face it, Sandals and Beaches are both known for their destination weddings. Beaches is not going to have all of the things, at least at this property, that you'll find at some of the Sandals resorts, like the famed Overwater Wedding Chapel, but they do have some beautiful spots. And so if you're wanting to have a destination wedding, but you also want to have kids included and lots of family, Beaches might be a good choice for you. I'm standing right in front of the gazebo that they have for weddings that is by the Calypso Cove Village. And then they also have some spots that they will designate for you out on the beach. So you can work with them. They'll find you a great spot somewhere on the property that fits exactly what you have envisioned for your wedding. Well, that's it for our full tour. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you like what you saw and want help booking, please use the contact us link in the show notes. I'll reach out and help you curate the perfect vacation. And if you want to book yourself, we also have an affiliate link in the show notes you can use. Again, that really helps me out. And last, please subscribe because we're going to be bringing you more Sandals and Beaches content weekly.